We're sitting here today, 24,000 followers, 20,000 cash collected the last month. We've been working together for just 2 months now, completely from scratch.
I was thinking about creating a general course for $87. And by the way, the moment that I decided, okay, I will just call Brian, it's actually at my first sale of that general course of $87. Like the same moment that I read my phone, like Stripe, this is shit. The moment that I actually create the payment for you, that was everything that I had in the bank account.
If you're willing to commit to that, I know that you're going to get results.
All right, welcome, Nicola.
Hi, guys.
You're here, brother. So we're sitting here today, 24,000 followers, 20,000 cash collected the last month. We've been working together for just 2 months now, completely from scratch. First question for you, how does it feel, man?
I mean, man, it actually feels great, of course, because like this is like just the beginning for me of this journey, but again, it's the beginning, so it feels great. I 100% know that we can do more, and I want to do more, so it feels great, but the job is not done, the job is not finished.
Bro, and I love that about you. Like, I think that we have multiple clients, man. Like, doing 20,000 cash collected. I don't know how you are mindset-wise, but making 20,000 cash collected the second month with 20,000 followers is not average, man. So, but I know the reason why you hit it is because of this mindset that you have, that you're nowhere near where you wanna achieve, right? I want you to take it back to the beginning for us for a second, okay? We were starting from scratch, okay? What problems were you facing back then before working together?
I'm thinking that like I was guest working, so I'm a bit of a creative person, so I was thinking that in order to achieve great results on IG, I should have like create new posts, create ideas, and not like use a proven structure or a proven system in order to go well. But yeah, I was just creating my own script with no references and no like a clear structure on how to do that. And so I think that this was my biggest.
Yeah, I think that's a very common struggle also that we see oftentimes, even with entrepreneurs that want to get started with content, because they see it a lot as this creative endeavor in which they have to come up with the idea from scratch. And so oftentimes they also feel a little bit paralyzed because they sit in front of the screen or the piece of paper and they're like, what am I going to write about? And when you can actually systemize, like what we do also through all of this process of systemizing and really guiding you in building a system so that you remove all of the guesswork, you actually know how to find the content ideas, you actually know how to structure the scripts. That's really when you unlock the predictability in the content as well.
You know, you made it super, super clear from the first time we called that yes, you wanted more followers in a content system, but for you, monetization was super, super important, right? Yeah. I want to ask you, why is that, right? Why did you want to start immediately making money from the platform, and also why Instagram? What was your thought process there?
So yeah, I know that Instagram is a platform in which is possible to monetize. So of course that was my goal, and everybody knows Instagram. And so I thought that what was possible also for me. But like back in the summer, I started this account and I was like posting 3 or 4 pieces of content every day. But after like 100 content, I was like 500 followers. Yeah. I knew that I was putting my effort. I was working like 12 hours per day, 7 on 7, but the results were not there. And so I knew that was possible. I just had to find like the right way to do that.
Yeah. And you know, that's something that happens so many times to entrepreneurs. When genuinely we have some people on the calls that come and they're already posting like 1 video twice a day. I mean, you were doing even more than that. In a second, we will explore how you were doing that specifically. But the thing is, yes, you need to have consistency, but consistency without a system is literally guesswork, right? It's nothing. So like also to put into perspective for the people watching is you were posting like 4 or 5 videos per month, 500 followers, you said. And then it's like, how long did it take us to get to 10,000 and 20,000 followers?
I think that 20K, like in the first 3 weeks of creating content, and now after 2 months, 24K followers.
Yeah. More importantly, 20,000 cash collected last month. Yeah. Amazing, man. So you decided to hire us as a coach, okay? I do want to ask you, why were you looking for a coach in the first place? I mean, why not keep on trying to do it yourself?
I tried that. As I said, I was not going in the way that I wanted, so I think it's smart. So like, you can do everything that you want in life. It's a matter of time or money.
Yeah.
If you want to save time, you need to spend money. If you want to save money, you need to spend time. And like, I have this urgency in my life that I wanted to succeed, and success for me is doing this now. So like growing also on a business way, on a business side. And so yeah, that was like this kind of urgency that I was feeling, and I thought the easiest way, the smartest way, and the fastest way is just to hire people that they already doing this, and they have like proof that they have already clients and they have already did what I'm searching for.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I was talking about it actually today also at the mastermind that we hosted here in London, because I think it's very, very important to understand this. And especially as entrepreneurs, I think we really understand this, right? Which is, as you said, you either pay with time or you pay with money, but only one you can actually get back, right? Money, you can just make more. Time, you can't really get that back. So I think it's very powerful.
And also I want to like give a little bit of backstory also for the people watching. Nicola and I actually go like way back in time because we come from the same little town in Italy. And you know, if you remember, I told you from the first time we called, I told you, Nicola, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, you're not really our kind of ICP, right? Yeah. We usually work with entrepreneurs that already have successful business and offer, and we just help them scale it. So genuinely, we're not our ICP. And if you remember, it was kind of like a sale where I was low-key pushing you away, and you were like, bro, I wanna do it though, right? But the reason why we still decided to work together is genuinely because of this urgency that you demonstrated. Like, and I knew you like in a completely different industry in town, you're in the city where we're from, you already achieved a few things. And I knew that in your soul, you had this kind of, you know, urgency and way of moving fast. And I mean, at this point, we work with hundreds of entrepreneurs. The reason why some of them, you know, get hundreds of thousands of followers and dollars, and some of them don't, is this sense of urgency, right? Like, I need to make it happen. I need to make it happen right now. So, you know, like, what's your thought on this? But I genuinely believe that, okay, strategy, okay, everything else. But if you don't have this one thing,
this is not for everyone.
Right.
Like, this is literally not for everyone. And like, you have your ICP, because like, it's not that everyone can work with you, and it's not that everyone can achieve this. It's a matter of mindset. It's a matter of what you want to put in. So like, it's literally that you need to understand that you want to do this, that you need to do this, and you need a change in your life. And so like, you are constantly thinking about a change in your life, in your business. This is just put in action what you are thinking.
Yeah. And I think one of the concepts also that we were talking about is being intentional, right? Yeah. And so then at that point, when you know that, it's like not just keep on doing on autopilot the things that are clearly not working, right? And so when you have that realization, being like, okay, clearly here something needs to change, because otherwise I'll just keep repeating the same thing over and over again, and it's clearly not bringing results. And being willing to pull the trigger to create an intentional strategy in whatever it is that you want to do, right? Whether that be Instagram, but also your business in general.
Yeah. I think any change starts from being uncomfortable about your position. Yeah. And what I mean by that is like, it can be literally being uncomfortable in the amount of money that you're making, but also uncomfortable in the fact that you're posting 3, 4, 5 times a day. Yeah. It's not working. Because like, when people post 2, 3 times a day, and they're like, you know, I'm doing my thing, it's not working. There's also almost being comfortable in that. Yeah. Like the thought that you're posting, so eventually, right? Like I'm doing the thing, right? But it's the how intentional you are with it, right? And I thought like the first big shift for you was realizing that, and probably was like, all right, enough. Something has to change.
Yeah, I was feeling dumb, because like I was literally there at my computer just posting, and one day I realized I'm fucking dumb. It's like, people out smarter than me are where I want to be, where I need to be, but I'm not. Yeah. So it's 100% my fault, and so I need to do something. I need to change my way of doing things, and so like my way of thinking.
Yeah. The first impression when you joined, I mean, within the first month, I remember we built a clear content strategy that you were missing. We completely restructured the offer. Yeah. Okay. And we also installed the first like appointment setting, or the funnel, all the things to start booking calls already. What was kind of like your impression in the first month of working together?
Systems.
Like I was lacking of systems.
Yeah.
I like was completely guessworking on each aspect of this business. The first impression was like, okay, this is what I need to do. Just need to do that. Like before that, I didn't know what to do in order to achieve my goal. After working with you, like now it's, I need to do this in order to go there. To go there, it's fucking simple.
Yeah, that's another really interesting thing. We talked to a lot of entrepreneurs as well, and it's so interesting because the thing is like none of us lack the work ethic, right? It's like we're willing to work. The problem more often than not is that you don't have the right strategy or the right guidance to know what to work on. Because when somebody actually gives you the strategy, you can see the results, right? Because you are already working 12 hours a day. So when you actually direct that towards a strategy that's proven already to work, that's when really the magic happens.
Yeah. And I think one of the biggest things that we did, of course, a content strategy, but I mean, that's what we do every day. We're good at that. We just copy and paste it for every business. That's fine. But I thought a big mindset shift that we went through is the whole low ticket versus high ticket. We also talked about it in London.
Yeah.
So can you share a little bit like what was the initial idea that you had and then how we changed it and what's kind of your offer now?
So the expertise was the same. It was like I was literally already had that expertise, but I was thinking about creating a general course for $87 and just sell it. And by the way, the moment that I decided, okay, I will just call Brian, it's actually at my first sale of that general course of $87. Like the same moment that I read my phone, like Stripe, link payment, this is shit. Like I worked 12 hours a day for 2 months to build this. With $87, I don't know. There's nothing. And so that was like the turning point for me. And so I decided just to call you. And after that, I realized that the same expertise that I already had, like what I could do with that is just changing my mindset, restructuring the offer, and with the same, like now I'm selling a 6K, a complete program that really helps business and entrepreneur and like agency, but with the same expertise, just a new way to see at this expertise.
100%. And I think that's like a very powerful experience that a lot of people go through. We also went through it ourselves. We launched a community for a very low ticket, and then we just changed the approach to the price. And the big difference is, first of all, as you were saying, the fact that you put all of this work, all of this expertise, and you feel like you're not really getting compensated for it. So first of all, it's like you actually get compensated for what you're worth. But not only that, you also get people better results. Not only because you're happy about what they're paying you, but also because the people that you end up working with are much better. That's literally also what we did and why we raised our prices so much and why we only work with very selected types of people, right? And even for you, right? Even if you were just starting out, and so it was a big investment, but it really changed in having that friction, because it's like, if you're willing to commit to that, I know that you're going to get results, right? And so that makes also the whole difference in terms of not only like the financial gain that you get, but also the results that you get to people. Like I would argue that it's almost immoral to say I will just sell something low ticket so I don't have any responsibility to get people results, right? Because it's true, at the end of the day, like we are coaches, we have an expertise, we teach people something. Why would I just sell something low ticket and then because of that feel justified to not get people results?
Yeah. And you said how it felt getting that first $87 sale. I know recently you got your first PIF of 6K. How did that feel instead?
This is just the beginning. Where Kobe Bryant said job is not finished?
Yeah.
That is.
100%.
Because now you know what to do in order to achieve more.
Yeah.
And so literally now I know what to do. Now I know that I can do that. Now I know how to do that. And so
That's possible.
Yeah, and that's completely possible.
I mean, when we first started working together, definitely the low ticket to high ticket was, mindset shift that you had to go through. Yeah. Would you say that there's anything else that the program kind of like opened up your eyes on?
Yeah, so first of all, of course, this change of mindset. But the other thing is just supporting me on a day by day. So like back then I knew that every time that I know a little help in just specific thing in the business, I can text to you guys, you will reply me and you will explain me things. And so that was the reason to like convince me on working with you. And you don't know this, but the moment that I actually create the payment for you, like I paid you, that was everything that I had in the bank account. Like literally everything. That was a completely all in on you guys. I was starting from there because like, yes, I was doing well with other businesses, but I have such investments, like I was spending money. Literally, back that day, everything that I gave you is like everything that I had. Everything. 100% all in, because yes, like the change of mindset is the thing that you could help me, and it will be not working. It's just do this if you want to go there.
And again, we go back to that point. I think that's the mindset that's making you grow so fast. And as you said, it's literally just the beginning, man. Like we've been working together for 2 months. There's so much more that we can do together. I think at a certain point it will be a battle between us. I can already see it. But that's where I want it to be. But even this thing about being, all in with that payment, like it just proves that like if you really want to achieve something, like your mindset needs to be full.
100%.
It's like people want to transform something, or it could be a second business, whatever that might be, in a full-time job, but they're not putting the the input that you would put into full-time. Like they want the outcome of doing that with like 20% of the input. How the heck are you gonna do that, right? But you never had this mindset, and genuinely, I know that we're gonna achieve so much together. I want to ask you something, which is, and I want you to be completely honest on this, okay?
Yeah.
If you didn't join, okay, where do you honestly think you would be at right now?
Maybe kill myself. No, I was a little bit serious. I'm not sure that we can show this part, but I always say to myself, to my friends, to my family that I want to be a businessman. I want to do such things as working and like achieving my goals. And so there is no like another way to me. For me, like, I literally want to do this, and so I will put everything that it's my possibility in my mind, in my body to do this, 100%. And so yes, like without you guys, I think that I have left Instagram for sure. Just maybe finding excuses like the platform or maybe the algorithm is not like choosing me and stuff like that, stupid stuff. And that was all my fault. So yeah, like
I guess we'll never know.
I appreciate you saying that though, man. Whenever we hear about this transformation, bro, it's like it's not even about the business anymore. It's like, sure, we're doing well for ourselves. That's a payment for us, right?
Yeah.
You join, that's a payment for us. Done. But it's like, bro, it's honestly hearing these stories, bro. It's like, because I know how much potential you have and how this is just the beginning, and how we created something together that has the potential, man, of generating millions and millions and millions of people, but more importantly, also help so many entrepreneurs out there and so many people, right? And if you didn't make that choice, that would have never been part of this reality, right? And that's so strong, man.
Yeah.
Vision for the next year and in general the upcoming months. We hit 20,000 followers and more than 20,000 in cash collected. The second month of working together. How do you see the next months going? What do you want to achieve?
yeah. So on February, to me, it's like mandatory to achieve the 50K.
Let's do it.
In this month. 100% sure I will literally feel dumb if I don't do that. Like in terms of followers, like I mean followers and monetization is not like correlated. Of course, it's always nice to see the followers number just go higher and higher, but I mean the goal of everybody, the end goal is like to make more money, and so like my goal for February is like just to make that 50K, and like for May achieve the 100K per month.
And I actually just remember something. For the people watching, we're in London right now, and we just finished a 2-day event with our clients and also some people, that decided to be part of the event. And you told me something when I invited you to London. When we invited you to London, what was that?
Yeah, you told me that like we're having this mastermind in London. You should come.
And I would say like, because like, if I don't know if you remember, but I just passed on the first mastermind.
Yeah.
Because again, like, I was just putting all my money in you, so I had no the money like to book a flight for me, like stay in Cyprus. And so my goal was of course I need to be ready for the second mastermind. And when you told me like, yeah, come London, I mean, January should be like 10K month. Like I told you, I would not come if I don't achieve the 20K per month on January. We achieved that 20K, and now I'm here in London.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Love that. So, and we're gonna actually put a picture here because it was so cool. Like what you said about like
Yeah.
The vision board.
the vision board. That's amazing, man. We're gonna include it in the video. One of the last things I wanna ask you, man, is and again, let's go back to the honesty because we know how much like how real this is, but people are not part of this room, right? They don't know us.
Yeah.
They don't know you. They don't know us that well. So I genuinely want to ask you, and here also to be honest, what would you say to someone like the Nicola of like 2-3 months ago that was stuck in posting, that was stuck in, trying so hard but not getting any output from it? What would you tell that Nicola 3 months ago if he was thinking of, joining us potentially?
If you cannot take your responsibility, just don't text you guys. Don't try to solve this if you think that it's not your fault. Once you understand that it's your fault, you are like just 50% of the way, like on how to solve this. And so, if someone is doing what you want to do, just ask them how.
100%.
Fucking easy.
Makes total sense, bro. What was the month you said about the 100,000 that you want to hit? Okay. So it's February 8th.
Yeah.
We're going to sit down in another room in May, and we're going to film another testimony of you hitting 100.
100%.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.